It's a big relief coming in for borrowers. We at ET Now had reported on the 19th of September that the government was inclined towards giving a waiver of interest on the issue of loan moratorium, and the government was likely to bear the burden themselves. And that's exactly what the government today has reported in the Apex Court in the affidavit that has been submitted as well. We at ET Now are given to understand that the government has said that the interest on interest for loans up to 2 crores during the moratorium period will be waived off, and the government will be bearing the burden resulting from the waiver of compound interest. Remember, this was a critical issue. The government was doing a lot of back and forth in the court, and in fact in the last hearing the government had said that a holistic decision will be conveyed to the Apex Court very soon. As a part of the holistic decision, the government has now decided in favor of waiver of compound interest. In fact, they have also said that the banking system would have lost close to 6 lakh crore rupees if all the loans and advances would have been waived off. This would be a massive blow for the entire financial system, and which is why the government decided to bear the burden of waiver of compound interest. In fact, the government has said that it would be impossible for banks to be able to bear the burden from resulting in waiver of compound interest without passing the financial impact to their depositors. The government has also said that a waiver of compound interest would be limited only to a few vulnerable sectors. This is exactly what the Maharishi panel had also recommended. The former CAG Rajiv Maharishi along with 2 more members were a part of the committee that had to provide some sort of a solution or recommendations with respect to this issue. Now we at ET Now are given to understand that in the affidavit that has been submitted by the government in the Apex Court, the government has said that the waiver of compound interest will be limited only to a limited category or most vulnerable sectors in the economy. The interest waiver will apply to loans that have been taken by MSMEs, individual loans for housing, education, credit cards and auto loans among others. This is going to be a huge relief for a lot of individuals and small businesses as well, because loans over 2 crores will not be applicable for a waiver of compound interest. In fact, the government has said that the relief is now likely to be available for all categories of borrowers, whether they had taken loan waiver or not. In fact, the government in their affidavit in the Apex Court has also said that the government decided against the issue of waiver of interest because that would have pressed the government even more during these times when they have to spend in critical areas for pandemic management, and which is why the government has decided in favor of waiver of compound interest. As I said, this is going to come in as a huge relief. The matter is up for hearing now on the 5th of October, and we need to see what the Apex Court is going to make of the government's affidavit.